the video doesn't always start at that time. So I just have this one light on in the corner over here. So I'm crouching down because you see my hand with the shadow. That's why. But whatever, whatever. And let's go like this then. Okay, how's this? It's the 3rd of August, 2025. It's Sunday. It's 10:49 p.m. And uh, this broadcast is not for the children because I did something reckless and used all of my Lyft credit, $50. Now you might say, hey, that's what it's there for. That's fine. But there's no more credits. So that, I just want to say, I had to make an executive decision, and I did. So I just feel like I deserve some credit for that. I rode over to the university. Bro, you gotta go past the freaking radio stations if you take the interstate. And I used to live over there. I used to go to school over there. I used to get drunk over there. I used to work over there at AT&T. I used to shop over there at Target. It's so weird. It looked like there was like 3 new housing developments. I haven't been over there in like 10 years. And there's a new hospital. And I'm miffed, man. My new favorite word. These giant freaking constructions. So giant for what I consider to be a rural town. These are like maybe like 3 or 4 stories, and but like built out pretty wide. And I don't know about the hospital, but I do know that I didn't have people over at my place when I lived over there. I had carpet and stuff like that. So I was not of the bigger, it was one of the smaller like apartments. Um, and it's just so weird. So much has changed, but for how much has been built up, I gotta say, I don't really feel that. In some ways, I really do feel like I'm in a bubble over here. It's so absurd. And that's large in part just because, I get up every day and I do everything I can with where I'm at. And I started driving over there and I was like, even though I saw all this stuff, I was like, oh my gosh, I already know good and well that these college students are not nesting. And I know that because I was in a sorority. I used to socialize a lot, and I've been, to several of the older, prior to 10 years ago, communities over there, and it's all the same. It's always the same. But one thing that I can say is I don't think that it's necessarily college students that are there. And that's part of the issue too, is that like you get into this big, um, you know, development, and yet there's no leadership. And people really, you know, they accept a lack of ownership. Um, it's like a very strange thing. And, on the one hand, it almost seems necessary. Um, or, you know, coming of age and development. Um, you know, accidents happen. I think the fact is that to keep a home, you really do have to have a sense of sort of, you know, obsessiveness, you know, tending to things, because it takes daily, like, tending to. You can't let things go for even just a day. And we do have to learn that in a lot of ways. I, you know, tend to generally shy away from making messes. Um, and that's because I don't think I'm of a protected class or anything like this. Um, you know, it hurts to make a mistake. And also not just that, but, you know, being a confident or experienced person, I know that things are much more fragile, all the time, always, than is ever really preachantly, um, you know, discussed or communicated, you know. I have always tried really hard to tell people, you know, what I thought my obstacles are, but I do tend to be long-winded. So my thing has always been that I like to visit with people when I can. And since I was junior Panhellenic president, you know, I thought, well, you know, it's not really very good that I don't have any connections to the, you know, higher education here. When I was younger, I always told myself that I was going to be the person who, like, volunteered at my elementary school and, like, you know, visited at, like, my middle school and stuff like that. I'm getting there, you know, but actually it doesn't really seem as fun as it used to when I was younger, because of, you know, there's paperwork involved, you know, stuff like this. Um, and anyways, so I went over there and I was not there maybe 5 minutes, and I called my car, to come and a guy called a car to come and get me. I drove over there. It took me like $50, man, to get there and back. Like, that's not sustainable. That's, like, not a good thing. I can't be doing that. Like, you know, if I had a car, it would have probably spent me, like, you know, $5 in gas. You know, granted, obviously, there's things in maintenance of a car that, you know, need to be factored in overall. Um, Oil changes, and if you got to get new tires, or you need to wash it, or, you know, things like this. Um, PSA, I do want a car. But I'm also open to metropole lifestyle. So, anyways, I'm flexible, but I definitely miss stepping out and, like, proving a point, which is that I will, and I do, and I have. And you should be afraid, be very afraid, because I will pull up and uncover all of your secrets. And guess what? Without having, like, you know, disturbed a single hair, uh, I will leave you with the pieces, and you will be left to, you know, your own devices, post judgment, because, man, it was filthy over there. And I just couldn't stay. I am a fashion gal. I'm very fashionable. Did you not know this about me? People, I'm getting a lot of comments actually. First time this has ever happened. I have 9 viewers and 5 likes, and I am apparently very popular at this moment. But do you not know that I exercise fashion? I'm currently wearing my high heels while I sit here on my couch talking to you. So, you need me to explain my hair and my scarf? Well, it's because it's very gorgeous. Do you want me to insult you? Tell you that you're freaking not paying attention? You're not very observant? Because guess what? Guess what place isn't filthy? Mine, here. And I just had construction last week. Okay? I got laundry I'm working on right now. I immediately came back, got laundry going, took a shower. And guess what? I'm about to go to sleep because I'm an adult. I'm 33 years old. I ain't got time for this freaking wackadoo shit. All right? You need to clean your fucking act up. Period. Good night.